Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Bask in that soundtrack for a second here. Ooh, it's been a while. I'm so excited for this DLC. It's actually insane. I was playing Spaced Out like a couple weeks ago, because I felt like it. I had no idea about this DLC dropping, and then it dropped mid-playthrough. So I'm kind of warmed up, I guess. But yeah, ONI is like one of my favorite games of all time. So dragging me out of retirement on this one. I was worried that the DLC beta would end before I got my whole setup put together for recording, but I figure like I have to record myself playing this. The first games I ever recorded on this channel were ONI. Now I never finished that playthrough, but we're gonna get as far as we can in this beta before I run out of time, I guess. I'm relatively unspoiled still. I limited myself to max 1 episode watched of any playthrough I saw online. It was hard to not watch anything because of how awesome this seems. But yeah, so I've basically just seen the immediate surroundings of the planetoid, and most of it's going to be a fresh look. I haven't even looked at the research tree. I'm hoping there's new stuff there. What sorts of automation there are, what creatures. Just know it's cold, very cold, and you can build stuff out of snow. That's about it. So let's see what we got going. It was kind of a weird process opting into the demo. You had to go into the settings on Steam and click some check boxes to enter the playtest. At first I thought that I had missed the window to play this, in complete honesty, but luckily that's not the case. So, let's start a new game, standard, and I'm going to re-roll this quite a few times because we want to get a good planet. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know what the end goal for this playthrough is. I know it's not like going to space or anything, it's mostly just exploring everything that they have in store. But we might as well do it with good settings, I think. So, let me get back to you when I found something good. Okay, this is kind of funny. I'm moderately tempted to do large glaciers and frozen core just for the thematic nature of things, but if it was +1, then maybe I'd do it. I want one more trait. Okay, this is interesting. I actually don't think I'm going to be using too many geysers and vents in this playthrough, just because, yeah, I don't really think that's the point. It's more exploratory, but it could be fun to have large glaciers on this. I don't know, is this going to fuck me up? It's possible. But I think maybe we go with this. I wanted to avoid alternative pod location, because I want to spawn in the new biome, hopefully. It would be weird of me to spawn in a default biome when I'm trying to figure out what this DLC has in store, so let's go with this. The metaverse is nice. I assume that's always going to be nice, so let's start game on this. Everything should be default settings, as long as I didn't change anything, so it should all be default. Not going to play on too hard, because again, we're here for exploration. And loading in. We got our 3 dupes. Ooh, we can already see the new dupe. Okay, Freya. We definitely want one of them. They're probably not going to be our researcher, which is fine. Because why? Because we want them to be our digger, ideally. Can we pick one? Yeah, okay. Let's get a Freya that's a digger. Or a miner. Are they called diggers or miners? Diggers, yeah. So let's get a Freya because they're going to be the ones who are going out and mining stuff. So we want them to have the cold resistance because they're going to be furthest from the base all the time, probably. I'll just take whichever one I get next. I'm not going to optimize these dupes too much, though usually I would. I still got to get back and do a hard playthrough with like no rerolls on dupes. That would be kind of fun. See if we can get one more Freya, please, please. Please, 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 please. Okay. Odds are stacked against me here. Okay, let's reroll the others a little bit first and then see what we got. So we need a researcher, obviously we need a researcher. Let's see if we can just get anything in plus science. We don't care about medicine. This is pretty good. Narcoleptic kind of sucks. But that's pretty nice. I don't think we want narcoleptic, ideally. This is pretty good. I don't mind this. Science and husbandry. Yeah, that's pretty good. So when they're not researching, we can have them deal with the animals, and then we want like a farmer probably. No, these guys will probably serve a similar role, but it's whatever. Frostproof. It could be nice to have 2 that are like this, just so we can explore quicker. And let's see if we can get Freya here. I'd like to have at least 1 Freya. Could do all 3 Freyas. That would be interesting. But I think that'd make the playthrough kind of easy, since everybody's immune to the whole new cold thing. But maybe we're destined to never roll another Freya. It's punishing me for not taking the ones earlier. Unlucky. And now since I'm clicking this thing so fast, as soon as I roll one, I'm gonna accidentally swap it. Come on. Can't be this uncommon. Also, you can like see a weird flash of another dupe with like pink hair or something in between these when I'm re-rolling. I don't think that matches any of the models, so I wonder what that is. You could like pause the video and see what it looks like. Okay, this is starting to get ridiculous. Can Freya not be a digger? Let's just spam this and see if I see any. Interesting. Okay, I think that's maybe it. You probably have to go on random. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, that's it. I wonder why that is. I guess you can't get a Freya under a specific class that you want. That's kind of bizarre, but I guess that's fine. We got excavation here anyways. This medicine is going to be absolutely useless, but I guess we don't really care. We just wanted a little bit of excavation anyways. I'm tired of re-rolling, so we're going to call it there. Well, I suppose the obvious thing would be to name it either the fridge or the freezer. I'm sure there's a million playthroughs with that. But we are different. This is actually too hot for us, so we're going to call it the sauna. Actually, light work, negative 30C. Too easy. It was easy. It's a sauna for Freya. So, close enough, I suppose. Hopefully these dupes will serve us well. And here we are. Note, I am going to be reading a lot of this dialogue because I'm very curious about the new lore of the DLC and just generally how things work. So if you're not into that, sorry. Hopefully you can enjoy some nice narration while we walk through this experience together. The ambient temperatures of the planet are inhospitably low. I've detected ruins of a scientifically advanced settlement buried deep beneath our landing site. My duplicants can survive the journey into this frosty planet's core. We could use this newfound technology to build a colony like no other. Let's get started. Okay, so instantly pause. We got a lot of pop-ups. So just from that, it sounds like the goal is to go down a lot, down to the center of the planet. I'm assuming that's not bait because it was one of these announcement type things. That's probably like real. We actually want to go down. I don't know how important that is, but that'll definitely be one of the goals for the playthrough. I think my main goals are to see how much of this we can automate. I can already see a ton of stuff going on here. The only thing I really recognize so far are these foxes, and then like, yeah, just like some of them, I guess I recognize these a little bit, but most of this is pretty much first look. So I want to see how much of this we can automate or use, at least use a little bit in our base. And we want to go all the way up, all the way down, see everything we can see. And that's pretty much the goal. So we'll decide when that's been accomplished, but let's go around and read the descriptions on some of these things first, shall we? You got a research portal. Can we just do this now? Oh no. Okay, we need a dupe. Interesting. Okay, there's no... I think when we go over there, maybe we can read more on it. Go here. We got a Alveo Vera. Well, that's going to be a nightmare to keep consistent. Oh yes, here we go. So the the Alveo Vera's fleshy stems are dotted with small apertures featuring bidirectional valves through which CO2 is absorbed and sticky oxygenated waste is secreted. It makes oxalite. Okay. I don't know if that's that good or not. So it's kind of like an oxyfern, I guess, but a little better maybe, because you can move the oxalate around or use it for stuff. I never really found oxalate to be that strong during my playthroughs, but I guess it would off-gas the oxygen anyways, so maybe it's just comparable. That's fine, I guess, but it looks like there's a lot of them, so that could be helpful. Definitely more prominent than what you would expect oxyferns to be with in the base game. I mean, typically you'd only find a few oxyferns, and most of them I think you'd get through the printing pod, right? Or at least that's the case in Spaced Out. So maybe those can be of use. We got a, what was this? Idyll flower. Does this have any use? Rare species of everblooms that thrive with very little care, making them a perennial favorite among newbie gardeners. They can be bopped for sensory entertainment. Okay. So these are just to be planted in pots to make your dupe's morale go up. I see. We got, obviously these things look kind of insane. The semi-parasitic shrubbery plant leaches moisture and trace minerals from the primordial ice formations in which it grows. The fruit of this variety... What? Varietal? The fruit... Okay, interesting. I've never seen that word before. The fruit of this varietal contains low level of stomach upsetting phototoxins, which, while not fatal, do serve as strong motivation for foragers to seek out additional sources of nutrition. Cannot propagate, can be harvested once. So, those are the excellent fruit. Okay, so we get a lot of parallels going on right now. Not too, well, they look new, obviously, and these make oxalite, but they're kind of similar to the old plants that we got going on. What is this? Pike apple bush. Nutritious fruit distantly related to those in the Doreo genus. Those who find the pike apple's pulps those who find the pike apple pulp's fragrance overwhelming should consume their portion while standing near the plant itself. Oh, wait, are they saying like you should, if you're gonna vomit, you should vomit on the plant like nutrition? What is that trying to say? The shrubbery's gentle swaying produces a wafting effect that promotes air circulation. Oh, I just read the second half of the sentence. Well, I mean, if you do vomit, is vomit like good fertilizer? Probably not, it's too acidic. Close-toe footwear is recommended, as barefoot contact with plant sharp seeds inevitably leads to infection. Alright, I doubt that actually comes to play in the game, but it would kind of suck if you just walked past these things and started hurting your dupes. But that would be a cool mechanic, like a cactus that actually hurts your dupes if they walk past it. Make pike apples, so maybe we can eat that. I'm not seeing any. Oh, I am seeing sleepweed. Okay, busted. I wonder. I'll probably crack into there real quick and just use that as an initial food source while we expand as much as possible in the beginning. So let me get some stuff set up. We can continue. I'm gonna read these guys' description too soon, but let me get these guys going in the background while I do that. And I think we'll just have them build a ladder. Maybe it's more important that we get some living quarters. What is this? I keep getting distracted. Wood heater. Okay. Consumes wood in order to heat chilly surroundings. 25 grams per second. Sick. Okay, so that is where we're going to build our beds. It's unfortunately in a carbon dioxide sink, so maybe if we can open it up into this like pocket down here. There is some oxygen, so maybe it would be okay, but I think probably getting in the heat is going to be important for us early on. It's very low down, unfortunately, but I think we're just going to go for it. So let's build a ladder going down and have them work on that. We'll dig this out too. And then we're going to want to quickly build a bit of a staircase going down and to the right so we can crack into this huge oxalate supply and this area down here so we can turn that into the carbon dioxide sink. And that should do us nicely, I think. I wonder if this is the best way to go about heat. It probably is at this point, but going into this I was thinking maybe we could make use of like batteries between beds to work towards that. Oh, gotta dig that too. Okay, get working on that, guys. Will I continue to explore, please? I imagine most of these are pretty much duplication announcements from what we see in the base game, so I'm not going to read these. You already get a lot of reading as it is, so I'm not going to make you sit through that. So there's a couple more things I see that I'm intrigued by, namely these floxes. It looks like we have a new ore, cinnabar, whatever this is. So I want to go through these real quick. I want to do the plants all first in a row, since we're kind of on that trend right now. We have a plume squash. They're sweet, nutritious tubers that can be harvested for food. Cool. So everything grows really low, which is interesting. They take, what do they take? They take ethanol. I'm not sure how I'm gonna have access to that. It looks, ooh, well, what are you, sir? Ethanol and a mammoth. Well, I haven't seen one of those yet, but they look cool, very cool. And there's our ethanol, beautiful. This pocket is not as big as I was hoping for, but I suppose that's okay. What is lumen quartz? No database entry. Okay, well I guess we are still in beta. It's a soft glowing light that makes everything look and feel a little rosier. It's even brighter and more beautiful once it's been carved. Well, we will carve it then. And I'm gonna just leave this on 2x speed because I don't want them to move too fast as I let this run while I explore and plan. So we should probably try and set up some beds. We're gonna want them near this wood heater. We get a coat, so I'm gonna give this. We took 2 dupes with frost immunity pretty much, so we're gonna give the coat to the one who does not have that, and that should do them nicely. I wonder if that's pretty much going to give them their own frost immunity. Oh, hello! I just saw you on the what was it? The squash description. You are a behemoth. Another behemoth. Lots of behemoths. You eating something? You eating the plume squash? Well, okay. That is what we saw in the journal entry, right? So that's cool. Very nice. We can maybe like do some sort of farm with those together. And we have a ton of ethanol over here, so we should be able to grow tons of those plume squash. What are they called again? Plume squash? Yeah, plume squash. But first, and look at that, they already did the thing that I was wanting them to do without me even having to ask. How wonderful. It's probably because there was some wood down here. So, okay. Snow tile. Build walls. This is definitely new. Insulates rooms to reduce heat loss in cold climates. What? Why would snow reduce? Why would that insulate it? And when does it melt? How low does it melt? Can I like, because I was thinking it's an insulator, so I was gonna put it around this heat room, but maybe it gets too hot in here and then it melts. I'm just gonna put the beds in here, honestly. How do I not have anything for this? Oh, wow. I guess I don't have a choice. So I guess let's go ahead and turn this into our bedroom. We'll just go ahead and, can I make doors? Surely I can make doors. Okay, I can make those out of cinnabar ore. Gotcha. So let me do this. That should be room enough for 3 beds right there. If we clear out this coat rack, I imagine we can get rid of the coat rack after we take the coat. Can I make that priority? I can now assign it. So which of you is the one who needs this? We got Snot Fairy, I know that. Is it max? Properties. I don't know how to check actually. Frost resistant, so it's not you. So it's gotta be Hassan. Hassan does not have frost resistance, it seems like. Says he's hungry, doesn't seem like he's cold. Well, I'm sure he's cold. So we gotta give this to Hassan, it looks like. There you go, buddy. And can you deconstruct this, please? This probably isn't gonna give us anything valuable from deconstruction, right? Just some cinnabar ore. Nice. So with that, we have enough space for 3 beds. I gotta stop pausing. Otherwise things are never gonna move. I'm just so used to pausing. Normally in my playthroughs, I'm very pause friendly. Ooh, that is too small. No. Dang it. Well, that ruins the symmetry of everything, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. I guess I could have left the coat rack. That's too bad. Okay, fine. I'll just put one more to the left over here. Unlucky, but... And now this is in the way too. I don't know if I really want to be breaking these wild guys at this point. Okay, let's just chill for a second here, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll put 1 bed here. I'm overthinking this. And we'll put 1 bed here. I'm just gonna dig this thing. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure it's not a big deal. I have to reel myself back a little bit because I want the symmetry so bad. I keep making this too small in the want of symmetry. I know I can't, but let's do that. And let's make sure they do this one first because I know they're not going to. They always like to build the one on top for whatever reason. Say no to symmetry. Let's just do that. It'll be haphazard, it'll be temporary, but that's okay. Day's almost over. I'm a little worried about that. They might not be able to sleep because I put them in a carbon dioxide dump. But it is what it is. So let's make sure we have an outhouse. This is gonna be problematic. Priority 9 that, I think. Hopefully this has a chance to diffuse down. We got some oxalite cooking up some oxygen from the bottom over here. And we're kind of just moving downwards. They say we want to be at the bottom of the map. So we are going to, whenever we need new stuff, I guess, move down. This is all polluted, which is fine. I don't really care about that too much. We are going to want to go in and harvest the sweet wheat periodically just for the free frost buns. I do know that strat. Eventually I could imagine us farming sweet wheat, but it feels a little lame just because, like, that's not new to the DLC, so maybe we can try farming something else. This isn't a priority. I do want to go up here and see what this thing is. I guess, oh, it does have a journal. It does not have a journal entry. 1 transmission, whatever. Colony support. Well, we'll address that in due time. For now... Okay, they didn't build their beds. Sick. Whatever. Not a huge deal. I do like these mammoth things. I imagine... They look farmable. They're big. They're big and they're big. And that means there's probably a lot to eat. Sorry, little guy. Big guy. So it's a shame they didn't build their cots, but or the outhouse apparently. Ugh, they're focusing too much on this. Over here, you don't need to be doing this so hard right now. Guys, please, I don't want you to piss yourselves. Let's just like do that now. Don't piss yourself. Okay. Good. I just don't want to be dealing with polluted water on the floors right now. That'll destroy my sense of cleanliness. And theirs. Okay, what am I doing? There's so much oxalate, I'm just not going to worry about oxygen. Like, dang, bro. I just have to let a little bit of this out, and then I'm so rich with oxygen. I imagine this won't be a problem for a while. I just have to uncover it slowly, and I'm okay. Food is fine. Ooh, yes, please. Print. Yay! I don't think I have any drywall colorful stuff yet, so that's awesome. It's like my favorite color too, purple. Yeah, I swear. I wish I had more of those though. I've never really used them, but I think they're cool. The idea of coloring all my drywall, even though I rarely use it, resonates well. Though maybe if I did have more colors, I would be using it. And we're idle, that's sick. So I'm gonna destroy this ration box. I think all of our food is probably gonna be we're not gonna have to worry about our food going stale or rotting because we're all in sub-zero temp here. So that's not gonna matter too much. But let's get something. Actually, I want to see what the temp is like in here. Is this? It's still insanely cold. That's amazing, dude. Is this wood heater doing anything? I want to make sure that Hassan gets a bed near the thing. I don't mind as much. Freya likes it cold, probably, so we're gonna put them far away. We got a outhouse, but let's put a second, just because, yeah, we have more than one dupe. So let's put you here. Let that run, and we can get some research going, I think. It's probably about that time. So we'll put a research station here. Once they're finished deconstructing, we got a new food. Ooh. Meat and tallow pounded into calorie-dense brick with an exceptionally long shell life. Pemmican. It looks a lot like berry sludge, kinda. Meat and tallow. Tallow is new. Oh, hell no. Bro, you're trolling. Come on. Why'd you dig that block? Okay, well, I'm glad we have this natural lip at least. That's kind of frustrating. But it freezes! Oh, how nice is that? Okay, I do want to get the research station going, so let's do this. Put a wire. And get that started. I want to keep digging downwards, but I shouldn't rush things too much. So let's go ahead and dig into this guy, because I'm curious, and I think it's worth seeing what this is. And they should be able to get up there from that. We'll have the dupe activate, whatever that is. It is activate, yeah? Unlock research. Ooh. So can I... I'm imagining I can still research before unlocking research. Yeah, you got the whole tree here. Or a lot of the tree. It actually looks like some is missing. Wait a second. No, it's different. Oh, it's different than the spaced out tree that I'm used to. Is that because it's the DLC? Hey, this is a lot different than the spaced out DLC tree that I'm used to here. This is gonna be very confusing for me. Okay. Well, where's all the rad bolts? Are there... so base game doesn't have rad bolts, which means this also doesn't have rad bolts because it's not part of the DLC. Crazy stuff. That's actually a very different. Rad bolts kind of play a big role in the spaced out DLC. I was just figuring out recently how to use them for the first time. Well, let's pick a research. I don't know what's like super important here. Maybe power. Basic farming, I guess. We probably want like planter boxes for something. Farm tiles, I imagine, are good. And that doesn't require advanced research or anything. So maybe we start working towards meal prep. We can deal with outhouses for a long time. Usually my... Oh, hello. Wood heater. So you're what I found. Did I unlock that because I found it? Or what's the deal? No, there's another one here. Okay, so I didn't see a deep fryer, so am I gonna unlock like more different research then when I do that weird DNA looking thing? There's one here. There's another one here. Small chunk of oxygen. Okay, so you can take the oxalite made by the alveovera ferns or whatever they're called and like place it like a torch somewhere. Interesting. I don't know how useful that's gonna be. Looks like we got wood. So all these are marked with a little blue banner. It looks like the spaced out are usually marked with a yellow banner, so I need to look for those. These ones are a little hard. There's a spot in the tree, so I don't know if I'm missing any. Ice liquefier. That's just turn ice into water. Yeah. So maybe we unlock like more or something when we open that DNA thing. I don't know. Regardless, it's probably good to go for meal prep first. And Eureka! We've decrypted the research portal's final transmission. New buildings have become available. Wood heater, ice liquefier, wood tile. Bro, what are you talking about? We just saw those. I'm not gonna read these. I know I said I read a lot, but it's mostly just the descriptions of stuff, just so I know how things mesh together. That's a little... So I really didn't unlock anything else? That's it? Oh, brother. Oh, what's this? Did I have this before? I don't know if I had this before. Wood decor. Wood block and decor. That's it? Can I like carve it? Maybe I carve it. Okay, you probably carve it because it's in this whole section with other carvable things or chippable. What do you call that? Sculpting. Yeah, you must be able to sculpt it. That could be cool. Maybe there's some interesting wooden designs that we got going on if we get a dupe with Masterworks. I guess what to do at this point is just get research going and continue digging. Maybe we set up like a farm of some sorts. We are going to need to worry about food. I think our most pressing issue is probably food here. And I wonder if you can solve it, Mr. Bennett. So let's just keep going down. They did say I need to go down. Okay, I'm going to do the test. See how many seconds it takes for me to go all the way down to the bottom of the map and back up. I won't be able to tell when I stop going down, will I? Oh dang, it's really deep. I'm not used to it being this deep. The spaced out islands are much, much more shallow. Dang, okay. So we're going to be going down for a while, so I should get comfy. I shouldn't worry too much about going down as much as possible. I wonder if there will be more biomes as I go downwards, like new ones to the DLC, because it looks like we got 2 here. We have this one with all the floxes in it, and we got this one with all the mammoths in it. So I wonder if we'll have any more biomes, or if this is it. Let's read some animal descriptions now while we're waiting for the night to pass. We have flox, domesticable critter. Evenly distributed throughout the flox's dense overcoat are countless vibrissae-like hairs that transmit detailed sensory information about its environment, allowing it to detect changes as subtle as the shift in another creature's mood. Oh, that's nice. Floxes avoid overstimulation by whipping their tails to release the pent-up energy. Because these tactile hairs are so sensitive, they cannot be safely shorn. So we can't harvest their fur. Flox antlers, however, are nerveless and cumbersome. Handlers who unburden them of this cranial load are often rewarded with this critter's long, slow blinks of contentment. They're not hostile and like to graze on live and fallen pike apples. Alright, so that's what those are for, other than maybe eating. When flox's antlers are fully grown, they harden into shearable wood. Livable range is large, so we don't have to worry about that. 100 cycles. Don't produce too much meat. They convert stuff into dirt, so they're kind of like a pip. And we can harvest wood from them, so they're kind of like a pip. In a pip farm, you get a lot of the same stuff, because you got an arbor tree. And then your pip is eating the arbor tree, but you can kind of like steal some of the wood away, and they make dirt, because they poop it out when they eat the arbor tree's wood. So those fill a pretty similar role. I guess you just shove them in a room with a bunch of pike apple bushes, and then they make wood and dirt for you. It's cool, I guess. It's just a different way of getting the same resources. Interesting. So maybe we could set one of those up. I do want to start cracking into the sleet wheat because we will be able to use it for like a quick little food source if we have any sort of emergency going on. So I think that's what we'll do. We're just going to break into here, and we're going to, well, we don't have any hard digging yet, but that's probably fine. I'm going to cancel that. We're going to dig here, and then our dupes slowly work into... Was that always like that, where I made a bar in the research? If not, I love that. As soon as we get that skill point, we'll break into there. I guess that's a little bit out of our reach for now, but we'll just keep on digging a little bit downwards. The research is already done, which is insane. I didn't expect it to be done that quickly. Is that both or just one? That's both. Wow. In that case, I think we just do some power research. Keep it simple. I don't think we're going to be dealing with ventilation or plumbing for a little while yet. So let's leave that. It could be nice if I were to turn this into a Research room. I don't really care about this. Can I deconstruct this? I don't even know what this is. A wood pile. It just like holds stuff. Why can't I just put it in a chest? What's different about this? Once it's empty, there's no use pining for more. Can I put? I guess I can put wood in it. Is this not the same storage capacity as the storage bin? 20 tons. That's more. Okay, fuck that, dude. We're just deconstructing that shit. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a research room. I mean, it's cool. Like, I'm kind of hesitant to get rid of a new building, but seems kind of useless. So let's go and make that, and then we'll probably gonna need a ladder to climb up there. And we'll make it so the dupes can walk across. Put some doors that will set to always open. And another research station so we can boost our research speed. That's not a research station. Research station, yeah. We will, let's go ahead and construct. I don't actually know if this is helping at all. This seems very cold in here still. Like, is that even worth running? I feel like that's not worth running. Pufflet. I don't want a pufflet. Can we really take another dupe right now? I'm always hesitant about taking another dupe so early on. Construction, science. I'm gonna say no for now. Next one I'll take. Next one I'll force myself to take one, but we're still so early on. I don't want to rush things too much. Let's go ahead and build another room here. Should be a small one. We'll just put some mess tables inside and get their morale up a little bit, so that when we need that skill point that I was talking about for the digging, we won't have any issues. So we'll do that. And this should count as a bedroom, yeah? We got a bedroom. We do have a bedroom. That's good. Or barracks rather. But we'll make this into a mess hall. What's the fancy decor item? We probably can't do that yet, so we'll just do a mess hall up here. And maybe we can reset these bathrooms up here for like a nice little stacked setup. We can go like that. And then on this level, maybe we just put a bunch of fucking storage. I don't know. That should be fine. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll go like that, and go like that, and harvest that. And they're sleeping. Are they warm? Oh, wow. Looks like they're warm. Cool, no issues. Hassan didn't seem like he was complaining. Maybe that's because he has the coat. I don't know. I felt like they would have a little bit more of, be a little more affected by the cold, especially during their sleep, but seems like they're fine. My planning is just impeccable that they're able to withstand the chill. Okay, I want them to focus here because this is going to speed up research, and I don't want to do this inefficiently. The rest is not super important. Looks like they got plenty of stuff to do though, so let's read into the description. What else do we got here? Oh yeah. Dang, we're blazing through this research. Holy crap. I'm not used to it going this fast. I guess we do... I don't really care that much about medicine. I guess we do that. I don't think I'm ready to like go... We don't even have advanced research at this point, so let's just do this. Sure. Why not? Feels like a bit of a waste, but... Okay. I'm so tempted to do that. I really have to restrain myself not do the priority double exclamation yellow alert. That's what it's called. Yes, of course. We're gonna change our bathrooms to be up here. Bop, bop, bop. No big deal. We'll deconstruct those later. Probably should have done this in the first place, but who cares? It's fine. So this is gonna be a science room, right, guys? Totally gonna be a science room. I totally didn't mess something up. Is there no industrial machinery in a science room? Please. Oh my god, there is no industrial machinery. So I'm gonna have to move these, I think. Unfortunate. I thought that might be the case, but I didn't. I was hoping against hope. Does this count? I'm assuming it counts. Unlucky. Does this one? I don't know if the battery counts. I'd like to keep the battery in here because if we could keep the heat inside of the research room, maybe that would be nice for whoever's working on it. Maybe. Okay, so this is not gonna be. Yeah, okay, so let's deconstruct you and your wire, and we will move you down here. How nice is that? We're gonna move you right here. And we put some wires. Plop. We'll keep the batteries down here just in case, I think. Put a battery there. Okay. That's all the metal we have. Dang, okay. We're kind of lacking on the metal. What? Did we mine this like cinnabar stuff? Thought we mined that. Oh, I guess not. Any skills? Slow on the skill uptake. I guess that's normal. I guess there's actually not that much need. It's always nice to get research rolling, but it feels like there's not too much need for it. So let's read the mammoth description. I think that's the one that I haven't read yet. See what's going on with the mammoths. Also, domesticable critter. The mammoth is one of the oldest species on record, with an ancient skeletal remains dating back approximately 10,000 years. This placid herbivore is known for its unique body language. Hold on, 10,000 years doesn't feel like extremely ancient, but I guess. Does that count into? I think when I think ancient, I think like dinosaurs, and that's got to be many years, much more than 10K. Hundreds of millions, right? How long ago were the dinosaurs? I honestly don't know. Feels like it was yesterday. This placid herbivore is known for its unique body language. Angry young mammoth expresses displeasure by flopping down dramatically in front of its opponent, while older creatures with limited mobility, because they're large, will sit facing away from their source of their annoyance. Licking the ground in front of a caregiver can be a sign of either deep affection or mineral deficiency. They're lumbering and not hostile. That's good to know. There aren't many hostile creatures. Are there any hostile creatures in ONI? The plume squash. Ooh, that's really good. Reed fiber. They live a long time. Large living cycle. Actually, like it hotter. That's odd. 16 cells. That's more than a standard creature, isn't it? 12 is normal. So they need more space, maybe? Unless I'm misremembering. And they eat the plume squash, either planted or picked, and produce poo, which can be used to make dirt. No, phosphorite and clay, which can turn into dirt. Reed fiber and wow, that's a lot of food. Okay, these guys are definitely the way to go. Let's figure out how to set up a mammoth farm ASAP, because that is a lot of food I just saw. 22K is insane. Oh my god. I mean, look at these guys, dude. What? We saw these guys give us 1.6 per fox. That almost feels overpowered. Maybe it's not because ethanol is hard to find. Okay. I don't see any. That's a new marker. So does that show like what is producing cold and what is producing hot? Yes, cold and hot. I wanna set up a mammoth farm for sure then. That seems insane. So let's like do it over here maybe. I still don't really have much caloric income, but I guess these shrubbery plants are ripe for the picking, so we're not gonna have any issues there. We're not seeing like many new biomes. Are these biomes just gigantic, or is this all we got? I'm hoping there's at least one more. That's kind of why I dug down a lot at the start, but maybe it's not. Oh, unlucky. Okay. What was this going to be again? Mess hall? Yeah, mess hall. Let's put some tables down before these guys are idle for too long. Just do 4 for now, we don't need to overdo it, and let's get our power back up and running, this time with a jumbo battery. Do that. Build it up to this one. Let's deconstruct there and deconstruct this battery, because we can get our metal back. We're going to leave this research station untouched for now, because it's really not a big deal. We're not going to be doing double research, and we got our lab running, so that's good. It should be even faster than it was before. It was already plenty fast, so... so I gotta figure out how to grow these guys. I don't remember from my reading. They take ethanol, right? So they need ethanol in pretty much any atmosphere, and it needs to be cold, which is fine by me. It's ideal, actually. 400 kcal, so they make pretty good food themselves, but definitely feels like we're gonna be wanting to do bananas here. So we'll maybe create a farm like approximately here, because it's closer to the ethanol, so a little bit lower down, and it's not going to be as much of a transport. This will probably be a temporary farm, but we'll leave it too wide here just in case we want to make fire poles later on. I did not leave it too wide. Leave it too wide here, yes. And go like this. We're gonna make this one a little taller because I don't know how much vertical space we need, and we'll just go like that. Do up here, down here, down here. We'll do that first, just so I'm gonna just take this all out. This is fine. Okay, start it with that. We're gonna want probably 90s. I guess we don't. Maybe we want to do the full 96 first. How big can a farm be? I thought it could be like 96, right? Is that the max? A stable. That's what I was looking for. 96, yeah. So we probably want this to be 96 tiles. 36. Dang, that's big. And we have some hard hat required for that, so we won't be able to do that all freshly off the bat. But, ooh, there's our skill points. Big. Big, big, big. Plenty of morale, so let's give you hard digging. Freya. And you get in there. Let's actually play with the priorities a little bit, because I forgot to do that. Digging and attacking for you. Wow, we'll just do it simply like this. That's fine, I think. Yeah, that's fine. This is free food over here. I really want to get access to this, but it will just stack, right? I'm not gonna lose it, so it's not running away from me or anything. It's a pike apple. Yeah, well, like I said, everything is deep freezed, so nothing's gonna rot. Our food is pretty much eternal. Which is kind of funny. A little bit broken. Spoiling food is always a pretty big issue for me, so I'm pretty happy about that. Max, we're gonna give you research. I don't really know if I care that much about farming at this point, but sure, we'll give you improved farming. You have plenty of morale for it, and I want to give you a hat, so you get hard digging, you get improved farming, you get advanced research. Boom! Huge. Actually huge. And just allow them to crank away for a little bit. What gives me new blueprints? Because I love these. I don't know what gives them to me, but I want more. Oh yes, dude. I will take all the dry balls you give me. Please give me more dry balls. And the principal? Okay, I said I would take them. But I have to take blossom seeds. Those are so good, and I don't know if I'll get one on this planet yet. Blossom seeds are broken. Why, you ask? Because blossom seeds and sleet wheat is the power combo of the century, my guy. So I know I said I had to take one of these guys, but sorry, I have to take blossom seeds. I have to. It's non-negotiable. They're so good. On my spaced out playthrough, which actually I think I will do a couple episodes of the spaced out playthrough on this channel as well, just because I want to show you guys what I did, because I think it's kind of cool. I'm pretty far into the game, at least by my standards. So I want to do a base tour, kind of, and then I'll probably do one episode where I go to the temporal tear, and one where I finish out my research tree or build the monument or whatever, just the win conditions, more or less. I want to have a record of me beating the game. So what do we do here? Maybe we want Maybe the airflow tiles are valuable to us. I don't know if those are any good. We could get these oxalite sconces. I'm gonna want to build one of everything new in the game, so that could be something. But not in a rush for that. Mesh tiles, airflow tile. Maybe we do this because the sink could be helpful. I don't imagine we're gonna be upgrading these bathrooms anytime soon, but who cares? And again, I think I said this earlier, but that is something I always fall prey to in my playthroughs a lot, is I will be overzealous about my bathrooms. So before like getting a food source going or anything, I'll build a fully plumbed bathroom system, which is kind of insane. I definitely don't need to be doing all that, but it feels nice to do, so I do it sometimes. Fill that in just so we don't get trapped down here. Is this gonna be an issue for us? Nah. This is a weird ass biome, dude. It's just so much. I have a ton of iron. That's probably because I got rich deposits on this planet, actually, now that I think about it. I wasn't really thinking what that meant. Does that also affect the oxalite? Because it looks like we had a ton of oxalite, and I'm wondering if that's by design or if that's because of what I picked. I don't know. Because that's not is that an ore? Did you say ore? This counts as an ore or not? It says it's a sublimator, so I don't know if that counts. This is metal ore. Okay, so that shouldn't. Cinnabar is metal ore, and this is a sublimator, so I don't think that should count. But maybe it is. Or maybe they just, because it's like a demo, wanted us to be super easy with all the oxygen and provided everything we would ever need for that, so that we could focus on exploring. That could be the case. I don't know. It seems like it'd be good game design. I imagine they're gonna like rip some of this out of our hands upon the final release and make things a little bit harder. But we'll take it. I kind of want to get down to bananas now. I have a lot of things going on concurrently, probably meaning I could benefit from another dupe. Yeah, I think I probably could benefit from another dupe at this point. Things are moving a little bit slow. So let's start by getting another bed ready. Fortunately, we already have another table. This is a mess hall, yeah? I don't need a building. Awesome. How can I make this a great hall? Can I? Fancy decor item and recreational building. I don't think we can make a fancy decor item yet, unfortunately, but that's alright. So we're going to expand this big enough just for one more dupe, I think. We can get rid of these bathrooms. I think, is that going to create polluted water? It's not the worst deal in the world if we had like polluted oxygen going throughout the base. It's just more oxygen, right? So, get our research already done again. This lab room is pulling its weight 10 times over. Let's just keep going to the next. We go next. Now we have access to Oxifer. What is not Oxifer? So many Bamas, oh my god. We have access to Sleep Weed, which is kind of huge. Kind of huge. And Wheeze Warts if we needed those for any reason to make it. These actually should warm it up, shouldn't they? Whoa, how cold is their breath they're excreting? Negative. Well, it does say it's a cold source, but I don't know if it's a cold enough source because it's pretty damn cold in here. Negative 41 is very cold. And I think they maybe output like negative 10. I know that a lot of the geysers output negative 10, so that would kind of make sense to me, but who knows? I don't know how we're going to get more ethanol, though. This seems like a bit of a problem. But perhaps we should start by putting some farm tiles in, actually, because these guys are going to be eating them. I don't know how many we need. They're big guys, so it seems like they'd probably eat a lot. But I don't know. I haven't tried farming them before. So maybe we'll just put in 96, so normally 8 critters is 96 tiles, because that's 12 each. Now we have 16 each, so maybe that's like 6 critters. Just guessing. I'm not trying to do that mental math, even though it's probably easy. So maybe if we do 6 plants. Can one plant sustain 1 critter? That would probably be OP, but maybe it's the case. We'll shoot for the stars here. We'll set up 6 farming plots, and then we'll put a thingy. We don't have it yet, do we? Yeah, I don't think we have it yet, but we're gonna want a grooming station. We're gonna tame these guys, and we're gonna want a shearing station here as well. So I think that's what's on tap for us. And we can actually deconstruct this now because we're going to want to do some advanced research at this point. Who got food poisoning, bruh? Why? You kidding me? Dang it, dude. There's not even any food poisoning germs anywhere. How did that happen? From here? That's the only source of food poisoning. They said from Sherbury. These are surely pronounced Sherberry, but I like Sherbury better, so it's like Sherbert, kinda. And I think that's maybe what they were going for, Sherbert. So I'm gonna say Sherbury. Do these like get you sick? I don't know. Well, we have a pike apple here, so that's some not very much food though. That's some food, I suppose. We're just gonna go ahead and build out this here. We don't actually have access to any these plume squashes yet. Oh, there's more bonbon tree. That's also new. So there's one other new plant that I haven't seen yet. I know all these other ones. Maybe there's more decorative ones too, but it looks like there's one more farmable plant. Produces nectar and wood. Cool. I haven't seen one of those yet, so that probably means there's another biome that I haven't found yet. Sick, that's what I wanted. Got at least one more biome. So we'll set this supercomputer up as our second research station in here, since we no longer have the other one that's just sat there for efficiency. I don't need to priority that. Let's wait to assign a new research focus until we have that new one fleshed out. Because right now we care mostly about this is gonna disappear and then ruin my stables. Let's go ahead and fix that while we still can. This is 96, right? Yeah, 96. Sweet. I want to go ahead and open some of these doors just for a little bit of efficiency. There's not really any reason we need these closed. I don't even know why I have this side. Something over there. We'll leave these. Yeah, we'll leave these open just because like everything's so cold anyways. We don't really need to worry about anything being hotter than the other rooms. This is supposedly supposed to be hotter, but oh, it is a little bit hotter. Maybe if I build manual airlocks here, it'd be better because they would prevent the airflow. Yeah, it's probably too much airflow transfer because these pneumatic doors are doing nothing. I don't think they have much insulative properties to them. I think these pneumatic doors just allow airflow, right? All they do is block dupe movement. What is this? This looks like a normal salt biome. Rust? Wait, no, not salt biome. What biome is this? I think this biome already exists. I don't think this is a new one. We'll still check it out though. We'll have like a dupe. Let's crack into this mammoth actually. Mammoth. Bro, what? How did I get this far? Oh, I can't do that. But I can't do that. That's why we haven't been making any progress down here. I was wondering why. We prioritized digging on that one dude. I don't really care too much about this right now. I should though, we don't have very much food. Let's go ahead and dig this. And unfortunately a lot of the oxalite here I think died, so we can't even reach half of our food here. But let's do this and then dig those two, and hopefully that has enough food in there to sustain us for a little while. And I really want to go ahead and get this mammoth farm set up as soon as I can. So let's put a pneumatic door. Luckily we have the ethanol right next door, which should make things super easy for supplying these guys with food. Put a pneumatic door there. We're gonna put a ladder going down to the ethanol, and pretty much put a pump right there. So we should be able to use that ethanol, feed the plume squashes, and get our mammoths going nicely. I'll just use this natural walling for now. I'm not too concerned about the way that things look. Wash basin, who cares? We're fine. We already all have food poisoning, so it can't get any worse, can it? I know that I'm going to want these. That is probably the next research that I'm going for. We don't have any water. Yikes. Okay. We did have that ice liquefier, so I wonder if I have to use that. Actually, now that you mention it, there's no water on the map. What? I didn't even realize that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's no water deposits. What? That's very weird. Kind of bizarre. That's not something you would expect. Where would this be? Would this be refinement? Oh, I haven't researched it yet. Shoot. Where is it? It's not going to be locked behind. It's locked behind advanced research. How am I going to get water? Brother? Okay, well, if I need water for this. Hello? How am I supposed to do that? I have polluted water. Does that count? Do I need to build a distillery just for this shit? No way. Yeah, how do I get water for real? I'm a little confused on this. Either melt the ice, which feels like a bad solution, or I find it. I haven't found any biome with water yet. Let's build down to this mammoth and see what we see. I mean, if we can't find water, then we'll have to come up with something. It feels a little weird that this device to get water is locked behind having water, though, because I really don't see water anywhere. I'm probably missing something really obvious, but what can you do? This doesn't require water? I thought that would. I have enough calories for like 1 day. And we're not going to learn our lesson because we're going to take another dupe. First, let's go ahead and build your bed. Let's get a bed started at high priority and see what we got here. Salt water. Do we want salt water? I feel like it's probably easier just to do the polluted water to receive. The desalinator is kind of extra, no? Okay, well, all these guys kind of suck. Maybe we could probably take Steve, Minecraft Steve. No digging kind of sucks, no researching kind of sucks, but he could be our builder and our operator. So I think that's fine. And he runs fast, which is nice. So we can get some specialization going with Steve, I think. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine, I think. You have food poisoning. Nice. We love that. We want to get this going as soon as possible. And this, we don't need to build this last one because we need that mammoth ASAP. If we can find water in this biome over here, that'd be amazing. But I actually think this is probably ethanol as well. For some reason, my mind is telling me that's also an ethanol biome. We might have to build up. Maybe there's different biomes if we build up. Well, while they sleep it, let me think. See if I can figure out some alternative for getting polluted. We can definitely get polluted water from these, right? But it freezes instantly, so that's a bit of an issue. Bottle emptier, pitcher pump, shower, outhouse, farm tile. What? Bro? Excuse me? What is that? Why do we have this? Oh my god. Okay. Bruh. We have it. Why do we have it? We should not have this. This is locked behind research. This thing gave it to me? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I forgot. Okay, that is confusing, but I'm glad we have it, because that was not going to be fun, finding a way to get water. Let's put this out of a wood room. I think that there's a little bit of a weird mechanic. Like, this is actually smart game design, I think. They intentionally made it that you want to keep it cold instead of heating it up, because a lot of these things live in the cold. You cannot heat it up, otherwise you can't grow them. Like, the creatures have large livable ranges, but the plants that they eat, the plume squash, it has to be freezing very, very cold in order for you to farm it. We have one more, two more. No, we don't have a cycle. We need more food. Okay. So let's crack into here and dig that up. We can also go ahead and crack into here and dig that up, and we can already access this, I think. So that should give us enough food for another cycle. I'm not super concerned about it. We can always do mush bars or sludge. What are they called? Mush bars, if we need to. It's fine if that's what's required. But we definitely want to make sure that we prolong that as long as possible, because that's also dupe labor, and that's, you know, not ideal. We'd rather have dupes doing other stuff. But we're going to build this room here for a ice liquefier. Keep it nice and toasty in here. Put that, and then we can, because we really want to get our grooming station and shears ready. I don't know why I care so much about the shears, but it feels like we want them just because it's wasted reed fiber if we're not shearing these guys. I don't know how quickly it regrows, so we get a building over here. Could be one of our story elements. I don't have any intention of doing those in this playthrough just because it's more exploratory of the mechanics of the new DLC, but I did complete those in my spaced out playthrough, which isn't on this channel, but again, maybe I'll do a base tour of that and you guys can check it out. They're kind of fun. I just don't think that's necessary because it's kind of old news. But they are kind of fun. There's some of them that I haven't done. I haven't done the zombie spores one, just because it doesn't seem too utilitarian. I don't think that the little biobots are incredibly helpful for how much risk there is in dealing with zombie spores. And then the ancient specimen, I've done like all of it except for the zombie spores one. So maybe I'll also do that on a video from either spaced out playthrough. But for this one, I think we're more so in it to try to check out the new game mechanics. So yeah, and while we're at it, let's throw in a save. I think it saves every night, but just to be sure. Kind of funny that I don't know that by now. And maybe while we're at it, we can set up a bit of a pike apple farm. What do these guys require again? These guys require phosphorite, and we get phosphorite how? Oh, from the poop. I see. It's all a system. Okay, so I do like that they have a bit of an ecosystem going here. Like, do we? Maybe we just do like this and grow pike apples here above, and we can turn this into a bit of a phlox farm. I don't know. I'm still not super convinced that the phloxes are going to be super like insanely important, but I say we go for it. Because why not? We'll set up a phlox and pike apple farm up here, and we'll see how many pike apples it takes per phlox. This guy is ready to harvest. Oh my goodness. Go ahead and dig all that. We're still really low on calories. We may need to just take out some of these bammas for the food. They give you an insane amount of food. So I'm not seeing ethanol in here yet, nor creatures, but we do have some snow. We have some mafic rock. I'm pretty sure this is a biome that already existed in the old one. I don't know if it's a rust biome or what, but it looks familiar. I haven't, like... I played a lot more of the spaced out DLC than I have of the actual base game, per se. So there may be some biomes that are a little bit unfamiliar to me if they were not on my starting asteroid. I only recently started colonizing another one with petroleum on it. Which makes me sound kind of early game, but I just took things slow and never used petroleum. So yeah, you can I guess you can make do with, what do you call it, natural gas for a long time. And then also, you got some hydrogen going on that world. But yeah, actually, I don't know what a good source of power is going to be here. I haven't seen any geysers of any sort. A little bit concerning. I was hoping we'd have a natural gas geyser. But let's hurry up and do this. This is... Oh, very nice. They already were doing it for me. I don't even have to supervise. How beautiful. We got our critter stuff. That is fantastic. Exactly what we want to see. So we could do hydroponics. I'm not so worried about the dupe labor at this point. I think we're okay with them going back and forth with a bit of ethanol. Maybe instead of spending our time on that, we could research something that's going to be more useful in the near future. I almost want to do this just to see if there's any more decorative plants that we can access. And let's get some, actually, let's get some automation going. I think that could be nice. Because we're going to want to upgrade this to a smart battery, and obviously we need to research that too. But having that ready could be sweet. So we already got a lot of those. 78 of you or kilogram. How much is this? This is, oh, okay, so one patty is 1 kilogram. Gotcha. Do we have any plume squash? We do have plume squash. That's very nice. So let's go ahead and plant that. We're gonna want and probably grab more of these, as many as we can. I almost want to like leave these wild because like maybe a self-sufficient mammoth farm could be insane, but probably not this time. One thing I will say is most glitches in ONI I am against. Like I don't want to do them because they feel a little cheaty. That includes like infinite gas storage and infinite water storage. Those are particularly the ones that I try and stay away from. But one thing I am okay with is creating natural tiles using the door trick, because I feel like there should be a way to do it like naturally. And I know you can use volcanoes, but that seems overkill. It feels like there should be maybe a creature that takes care of that for you. I am very low on food. We are gonna have to kill some stuff, unfortunately. There's a lot of floxes. I feel bad killing you guys, but such is life, I suppose. So let's set up a grill so we make the most of your sacrifice. And yeah, we're gonna have to take some foxes out. That's too bad. Sorry little guys, I didn't want to have to do this. But we need food bad. Let's get this going ASAP Rocky, because we want to make sure that those calories are... Can we force them not to eat that? Yeah, we can. I don't want them to be able to eat this. Everything else is fine. But yeah, I really want them to cook that first. We can grow pike apples. And let's copy setting to all of these. I don't know how many pike apple seeds we have. How many do we have? Probably a lot. There's another one here. There's also some food that we can eat, which is good. We always want more food. Really have not had any struggles with oxygen up to this point, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, probably gonna want to go and get some more of these plume squashes when we get the chance. So let's go ahead and dig these two. What is this? That was like chipping the lumen quartz? Carving. I will do that later, but we'll get these two plume squashes for now, and we'll move this guy up to here. We'll just put a critter drop off in the back. Like that. And I actually made this room a little bit too big on top, it looks like, so let me fix that. Yeah. But I'm not, like, this should be low priority. This should be high priority, because we really want that room done. as soon as possible. We really need to get our food going. So we'll plant you, and we'll plant you. And maybe we take a quick break from research, because I don't think it's like super necessary at this point. We just need to... look, food isn't actually a problem. It looks kind of like a problem, but it's really not. Because, and I'll tell you why. It's because we're built different, and that's why. Do I want to give... I need to give somebody cooking. Okay, you're gonna take cooking for now, my guy. Sorry. I know you don't like it, but we need to cook. We need to cook. So we'll set you as the cook, and we'll get some... Ooh, new food. Pick up a skewer. Very cool, very cool. Get a barbecue going. We need to cook. Looks like we have a lot of pike apples. Maybe I just plant as many of these as I can. I don't know. Let's put some doors on here. And we're already getting these things irrigated. Beautiful. So let's put some bananas. Okay. How many bananas can I do? 96. Divided by 16 is what? 6 times 6 is 36. So 6, I guess. So we can do 6 bananas. So my estimate was right, actually. I guessed 6, no? 6 bananas. We can do 6. Critter drop off. So we'll set this to Bamith. And Bamini. Cute name. To Bamith. And we'll do 6. I think that's a cool feature, that now you can have different amounts of critters in different containers. I don't know if that's already the fact for other critters. It's possible that like the gas moves are different. I've never, whatever they're called, gas cows, I think gas cows. I've never tried to deal with them before, so it's possible I don't know some things. But as far as I know, all the critters I've ever dealt with, it's 8 per cell. Oh, that's dark. Per ranch. Oh no. That's not good. Brother, there's food right there. Can they not reach this? They can't reach this. Let's just do this yellow alert because we need access to that food right now. They can eat the barbecue, right? I'm hoping they can eat the barbecue. Let me get some food from here. Unlucky, but we will take pips. Those are pretty nice. So we could plant the squash again if we wanted to. That's cool. And they can eat this, right? I'm not good. They can eat the barbecue. Okay, crisis averted. We got our food. We still don't have enough plume squashes for that, which was to be expected. And let's hurry up and set up our... Let's wrangle this. Yeah, let's wrangle you. Hello, I keep wanting to call them Beefalo, because I've been watching some DST playthroughs recently. Hello. Oh no. What do you mean? No, I want to ranch you. Can you please get your next skill point? Hassan needs to hurry up and get that skill point. What does this mean? Wow. So many achievements. I've only earned these achievements like many times. Not worth building those at this point. Fleet wheat. We'll have them. We'll also put frost buns on the menu. And we want to make sure that we don't dig these up. We just want to harvest them. And it's going to be like a P7 harvest, I think. Because this is going to be pretty important, I think. So we'll set those all to a pretty relatively high priority harvest. And yeah, that should be nice. But we can't access most of them, but that's okay. We will be able to eventually. 3, so we need 3 more plume squashes. Which ones are most readily available? We got 1 in here. Any in here? Nope. But that mammoth is pretty easily accessible, so maybe we go for that anyways. Is that a flock's egg? Woof, woof, woof. Oh, that's a cute egg design. I like that. It has little dots like on their forehead. I like that egg design. I wonder what a mammoth egg looks like. I keep almost thinking these lumen quartz are mammoth eggs. I guess that'd be pretty big, but they're big. They're big creatures. Let's keep. So what's what's the plan of action? I guess we're gonna want this mammoth. I think. But like, there's only one plume squash in there. Blah. I want more than one. There's 1, 2. There's a lot over there. That's kind of far away. Okay, let's. We're not gonna overcomplicate things. We're just gonna go in here, and we're gonna go ahead and take this mammoth and this plume squash. And obviously we can only take the mammoth once stuff has the, whatever their name is, has the extra research point. Not gonna research right now. We could harvest this for a little extra food. I don't know what that was. The hotkey for harvest. Why? We can auto harvest you for food. And these, there's some pike apples down here that just we can't reach, so let's open those up just for extra food access. And also, like, let's reach up here because there's more pike apples in here waiting to be eaten. It's not like that much calories. They don't actually drop too much calories, but hello, who's trapped? Save them immediately, please. Probably don't. Oh, 2 of them? Dang. Why so many people trapped? Okay. I think that warrants an emergency. Looks like we're in here now. Let's do that high priority. And plant you here. I just kind of want to do these early because when we move the mammoths in, we're going to want to make sure that they have food, you know. And look at that, we already opened up a lot of kcal for us, so that'll last us another cycle at least while we get this up and running. And these, okay, so they don't grow that fast, but fast enough, I suppose. We might be able to even plant more pike apples. I think we're underselling ourselves a little bit here. So let's do a little. That might look nice. 2 rows of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. That kind of could look nice with a little break in the middle. We could put like maybe we put the shearing station in the middle there. Let's go for a little bit of aesthetic design because most of the space is kind of horrific looking. And let's treat ourselves nice. Let's replace that floor as well with snow. So when the mammoths are ready, at long last, we can give them a nice home. We don't want them resting on rocks or anything. That wouldn't be very nice. I'm wondering. So yeah, we get these pike apples up and running, and as soon as we get critter ranching, I don't know if that's what the skill is called, but as soon as we're able to wrangle critters, we can move floxes into here and we can move mammoths into here, and we're pretty much smooth sailing. I'm hesitant to add more plume squashes because I think ethanol might be a hard resource to come by. So mammoths might be able to solve our food problem, but I don't know for how long, because if we can't get more ethanol, then we're not going to be able to sustain them for very long. Although, like, the plume squashes clearly don't take that much ethanol, but over a long period of time, it's kind of like how dirt in the main game. You don't use an insane amount of it, but it ends up running out by mid-game just because you've used a tiny amount of it consistently for a long period of time. Dang, it's even colder over here. -50 is insane. So let's get our food up and running again. Bruh. You get trapped again. Maybe we should make this a safer trip. Yeah, we can't even reach up there because that's no fell. And Y is the hotkey, so we'll put this like boom, 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 boom. There's a lot of auto things that we can harvest up here actually, so this will be good. Looks like we made back a lot of our calories by unlocking those pike apples. I think we always had the calories, it's just I cut the dupes away from them so they couldn't reach them. They're inaccessible. Yeah, so do we have the skill point yet? Give me the skill point, please. Skill point, please. Skill point, please. Well, if all else fails, build a ladder. Let's get some more visibility on this map. Maybe we can find something else. It seems like there's going to be one more biome, so at least with that weird baobab looking tree. Right? We can also build down a little bit more because I want to see what's in this biome as I'm not super familiar with it. And attribute in trees? That's not a skill. Wishful thinking. And we also want to open up the Sleetwood a little bit more. I'm still very not worried about oxygen. This so far has been a pretty easy opening to the playthrough. Just because, like, it doesn't feel like there's that much threatening my life right now. The food, sure, a little bit, but if I'm riding on 0 a lot of the time, as I'm sure you're aware, but I'm not concerned about it because at any point I need more food. I can just kill one mammoth and I have food for like 3 cycles. And I haven't even had to do that yet. Okay, who's idle and why are you trapped again? You're not. Okay. This bugs me a little bit, but I can dig straight through the obsidian, but whatever. Yeah, so it was never like really a problem, I think. I can get ahead of myself though and build. Where's the grooming station? Did I not research that? Isn't that what this is called? Yeah. Did I not? Did I not? Where is that in my thing? Did I miss it when I was looking through? I thought it was gonna be in food. Guess it would be a station. Yeah, okay, it's in here. So we'll put one of you. Put one of you here. Put one of you here. Maybe we'll go for a little bit more of an efficient setup actually. So we'll put one of you here and here, and then we'll put sharing stations. Oh, they're big. No! Dang it. That is very unfortunate. That ruins my symmetry. Okay, fine. We'll replace this towel. I want to do that right now. Please. And we'll move that over here so things will be even again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not even. It's okay though. Not a big deal. This guy here will make it look more even just because we have it a little bit lopsided. Or offset. It's not directly on the edge of the room. So it'll make things look better. We're making good progress upward. Nice. Another big thing of ethanol. That's cool. Very cool. I guess that will take a while for us to run out of. And it's still complaining about the no wash basin and no oxygen generator, but I don't think that's a big deal. I think that's pretty much fine. Says it's not stable, and that's because this block up here is missing. So let's go ahead and do that with large priority, please. We can also start getting these shearing stations probably hooked up on the power network. We're probably gonna need to upgrade from, what do you call it, manual power at some point. Maybe not. These don't draw that much power. It might not be an issue. It's gonna be flocks. Are you hungry? No, just cold. Oh, one of you. Oh, wait. I think I understand. Because the new guy that we got isn't cold resistant, and I've just been ignoring him this whole time. He doesn't have a coat like the other person did. Hassan? Did Hassan have the coat? Who has the coat? One of them has the coat. Yeah, you know what? Steve is not frost resistant. Well, he is here, but I think that's just because he warmed his hands in the wood heater. So it's a temporary buff. Not permanently frost resistant. That is interesting. So they can temporarily gain that buff by rubbing their hands on this guy, this wood heater over here. But that also wastes time because they have to go back and forth. But that's probably, I guess maybe that's why I haven't seen too many hypothermias. Because they can go and put their hands in the wood heater and it makes them not get hypothermia. Cool. I feel like I was going to say something else, but I kind of forgot already. Look at this. We only have access to these. Our pep eggs will eventually hatch, I guess, but we don't actually have any arbor trees. We can just throw the lumber of the phloxes into them if we want to keep them alive. I kind of want to keep them alive because a pit might be a useful resource, especially if you want to plant some stuff naturally. Might not have another opportunity to grab them in the near future, so please give me skill points. Thank you. Oh, it's the wrong one. Unfortunate. We'll get it in like 2 seconds. It's almost there. What's our temp looking like? 15, negative 21, negative 26. I do want to insulate these rooms better. There we go. And we got a print. Okay, do this. Please tell me I did the right one. Yay! We did it. Boom, 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 boom. Get these guys. Did that work? Wrangle. 9. Go. That is huge. What can we get from a print? I don't think I want another dupe at this point. This is kind of insane. Wow, that's a lot of carrying capacity. Tempting, tempting. I don't know how late game we're going though. And no digging. Probably not. Oh, but you could be our cook. I thought I was going late game. Maybe I would pick you because I know strength is supposed to be good for late game with extra carrying capacity. Strength and athletics. But I don't know if I'm ready to take energy yet. So let's do that. New blueprint. Yes. Loot box. Loot box. Oh, I've never seen. Oh, it's a like exciting response. It's kind of cool. We'll happily take that. Once we get these guys wrangled and in here, we'll see if this food is enough for them, and let's just put this up for now. We can start doing some more research again, I think. Research, we'll get more. Oxygen still is not an issue at all. Heat doesn't really matter because we're just keeping things very cold. So food is the main issue, and we're just, I think at this point, we're just gonna like go up and down as much as possible because I want to see what else there is. If we can find anything. We're not gonna be able to make it this abyssalite though, unfortunately. Oh yes, we will. Heck yeah. We will be able to make it this abyssalite mining, and we'll do that so we get faster research when we do enable it again. But our research should be like mind-bogglingly fast since we have the lab, and we have like double skill pointed researcher dude. I don't even know what we really want for research at this point. Maybe like refinement could be helpful so we can start getting some of that processed metal ore, or refined metal ore rather. I can delete these just for my peace of mind. And start is what level digging is this? 25. We should be able to make it through that, and this. So we can go down more. I wonder what's in this ruin over here. I'm gonna go down and up. And we'll open up some nice wild pike apples here as well. So that will be good for us. Get some more naturally spawning food going into the dupes' mouths. And yay! Oh, they did the thing! Oh my god! He's bald. That's so funny. I like that a lot. That is so cute. And we got reed fiber here ×5. Oh, very nice, very nice. And he poopied already. Oh, good job, Mr. Mammoth. We'll get this other one in there too, hopefully soon. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why they weren't getting that guy first, since he's the first one we saw, but that's precisely why, because we got the snow Caden. So let's get that guy, and just let him dig for a while, I guess. It's the best thing to do. We got plenty of food now, not concerned about that. I guess we'll grab one of these lumen quartzes, but I don't really... Is there much utility in them other than them being a nice light piece, or can I use them for something? Because light helps you work, but the only room I'm really working in at this point is the lab room. Speaking of which, let's get some research going because I'm really slacking on that. Since this research tree isn't what I'm used to, I don't really know. I have a standard order that I like to do things, but it feels a little bit weird now. Let's do the refining. Because we're going to need that before we get the power, the batteries anyways, the special batteries. Let's let them do their thing. It was just eerily quiet for a second there, so I thought it was paused. More ethanol, damn, it really looks like we just have 2 biomes. What is going on? I guess this too, but I don't think this is new, like I said. Maybe when they build these ladders, I'll have a little bit more visibility so I can say definitively one way or the other, but I'm pretty sure that's the biome that already exists in the normal game. More lumen quartz, more kind of the same. I'd really like to uncover one more biome. We will see if that happens or not. Meanwhile, I think that first I'll get rid of that ladder. And we also have to crack open the sleet wheat still, but it looks like they're eating the plume squash, which is good. This might not be enough for them. They're all kind of like low on percentage, so maybe they... How much do they eat per cycle? Can we see that number? Oh, you know what we should do? I know what we should do. We should definitely make another one of those suits for person. Can we make a crafting? Because I want to make... I don't know if this is the right thing. I don't really know what a crafting station does, to be honest. I want to make another one of those fur coats or something, like a worm something for our last dupe to wear that doesn't have one. Steve. We need to get Steve some sort of warmth, because I think there's probably a lot of back and forth happening between this wood heater and Steve. And we want them just to do their thing. So, now that that's done, we'll go ahead and research sound amplifiers. I have no idea why Smart Battery and the tune-up station are in there. Feels a little weirdly organized, but dang, it's so barren. What is happening in there? I keep digging closer to it so I can uncover some information about the biome, but I'm not really getting much other than there's like rust and chlorine, and it's very cold. I think it's another ethanol biome. Okay, kind of more of the same up here. We're just gonna go insanely high. We can get this implanted down with our mammoth farm, which I guess is nice. Now we're just kind of waiting for dupes to do their thing. Could be time for us to get another digging duplicant to speed things up on that end of the spectrum. I guess while we wait, we can set these to harvest. We harvest those. Harvest. Could dig that. Dig into here so we can start harvesting these as well. We have a lot of wild growing stuff, which is super nice. This should be able to sustain us pretty nicely, actually, I think. Like, we actually have a lot of these that we're just collecting over the map, which is nice for us. Very good. Yeah, and it's kind of insane to me that I haven't seen any geysers or vents Nothing that I can really utilize. It's kind of like a barren wasteland around here. Let's up the priority of this a lot because I really want to get that open and see what's in our crafting station. What can we craft? No workable order. Ah, wonderful. So we can't even do anything with this. We can't even do anything. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright, so probably our next research we want to do is the one that can make suits. That's probably what we're looking for here. Is that the one? That might be the one. I don't know if that would be the one. Because you can make Atmos suits, yeah, with this guy, Exosuit Forge. But that seems excessive. I thought I'd be able to make it with the crafting station. There it is. I found it. Textile loom. That's probably what makes it. Yeah, for sure. And we have a lot of reed fibers, so we could probably do a ton of carpeted tiles as well for morale. Dude, I'm actually excited to make like a wood and carpeted tile room. It feels like it'd be so cozy. If I could get a wooden log drywall background, that'd be so cool. That would look so nice. Maybe normal drywall, but it feels a little too clinical, the normal drywall. Almost like lab setting, which fits nicely with the Oni theme, but since we're trying to make a nice log cabin here with a fire stove, I'm thinking some loggy background is what's in order. Oh, why didn't I do this? We need to put fluxes here. Max 8. These have the normal thing. And good, we just opened up 2, so let's wrangle these. High priority wrangle. Let's also put this. Let's put these both at 7. I don't think there's any reason to do it higher than that. We want the wrangle high priority though, just so we can get these guys in this system. I'm gonna put them in here because I wanna see how much. All these pike apples look like they're pretty much done growing. I want to see how much wood we can get from these guys. And we might be, I don't know how much we have left from the starting supply. Seems like we have about a 1/5 left. I think we started at 20,000 kilograms. So what's that? 10 tons? I actually don't know my tons conversion. Isn't it like different in different areas? It's 1,000 some places, 2,000 others. Could just be talking out of my ass on that one. Also, what does a mammoth egg look like? I want to see one. What's your reproduction like? You do make eggs, right? I don't see a reproduction rate. Oh, here it is. This tab, right? Yeah, for sure. Banana egg. Yeah, I want to see that. And how long? When do I get that? You're not gonna tell me? Doesn't tell me? Okay. That's fine, I suppose. But they're happy, which is nice. Oh, we can also wrangle you at high priority and get you in here with the rest of the floxes. Because this is also good, because this is another source of food if we need it. So maybe I guess something that we could do is start automating a little bit and put some auto sweepers in here to start grabbing the extra eggs and stuff. But maybe that's getting ahead of myself a little bit. That's the top? Oh, brother. There's 2 biomes. No, give me another biome, please. Please, 1 biome, sir. Can I see hints of another biome over here, maybe? I know there's 1 more biome. There has to be. There's that other tree. I want to see the new tree. Am I just not gonna like... This is space exposure, so this is the top of the map. Okay, let's dig into here. Maybe it's like in the upper left. But maybe I just have to go down a bunch. I don't know. It kind of sucks that this is so hard to find. I want to see the new tree. I don't know if there's anything other than that. Maybe that's just like the last thing. But I want to see it. And I think another thing that I want to do is build a flower pot, because this will let me get an advance on finding if there's any other decorative plants in store. That's good. We don't have any coal. We'll take that 100%. Build this quickly because I'm curious. Because like how we saw that there's the tree using here, this bonbon tree. I think if I click on this flower pot, I should be able to see if there's any more decorative plants like this ideal flower. And you know what? Let's carve one of these. I'm just curious what it looks like. It's not, doesn't feel incredibly important, but I kind of want to see. And then we can move it into the middle of the base. It'll look cool or something. But look at that. We got some nice little phlox and mammoth farms going here. And I think the plume squashes are actually outgrowing them. These ones seem low, but these seem like they're growing fine. So we might just be able to shove more mammoths in here without any issue. Oh, you know the thing is, I was so zealous about taking the bristle blossoms, but we don't actually have any water to feed them. We have from this ice liquefier, but that feels incredibly inefficient. You know, we have to actually melt all of our water and create heat, and we generally want to keep this place cold. I'm gonna throw in a quick save. I still don't know if it saves during the night. Keep it running. Okay. I think I'm gonna cancel this. I don't think we need to build up to the surface. It feels useless. Ooh. There's the bonbon. Wait. Did the bonbon trees just grow in space? No way, right? Oh, what are you? Oh, hello! Oh my gosh, there's another creature. No way. Oh, is this another biome? Right here? Or is this the same biome? It's like separated by abyssalites, so I feel like it might be a new biome. It has like the same blocks and stuff. Okay, never mind. We are going to go up here. We are indeed going to go up here so we can dig into this little guy. And cancel this here so it's faster. Oh wow, you're so cute. Okay. Yes, beautiful. I was concerned that we wouldn't find, I only knew about these guys, these bonbon trees, right? But they mean light nectar, which is kind of cool. I harvest for wood, so I wanted to find those. I was worried I wouldn't, but it looks like we ran across something else too, a spigot seal. Let's read I do want to read this journal entry. Spigot seal, domesticable critter. Spigot seals are named for the hollow cone-shaped glabular protrusion that allows them to siphon nourishment directly from plants into the digestive sac located at the cone's base. In order to draw nutritious fluids from this straw, the spigot seal compresses its nasal cavity and pumps its tongue up into its soft palate repeatedly, creating a vacuum. Mealtimes are concluded by lapping at the air to reopen the airways and prevent accidental asphyxiation. Many handlers enjoy teaching the critter to clap its flippers. Oh, can I do that? Only to discover that there's no reliable method in limiting how often or how loudly the behavior is done. They're charismatic and produce ethanol. Ah, I see. So that's how you get the renewable ethanol. They like nectar from the bonbon tree. Similar ranges. These guys like it colder, actually. 12 cells, and they make tallow, which was part of that pemmican thing that I saw earlier. Alright, so it seems like these critters kind of work together a little bit. Like, the spigot seals make ethanol, which feeds the mammoths. And then the mammoths make phosphorite from their poop, which feeds the pike apples for the phloxes. And the phloxes make wood and dirt. And what do these require to grow? These bonbon trees? These require dirt. Snow. 100 kilograms per cycle. I wonder, maybe it'd be better if we wrench those wild. Because I don't know, snow doesn't seem like an infinite resource. But also, how the hell have I not found any geysers? What is happening? This feels weird. Is it bugged? Surely not. It does feel very odd that I haven't found any geysers at this point. You figure out, ooh, Mercury. I also don't think I've seen that. What is up with this? Oh, wow, that is a very low temperature for it to boil. Not boil, to melt. Dang, okay. So that will turn into liquid mercury at pretty low temperatures. It's soft. It is a refined metal. But I don't know if we want to use it if it melts that low. Fascinating. Okay, so I think... Oh, this is a new biome. So this is another biome, I think. It just bled onto the top. Because it has these bonbon trees in it, and the mercury and the spigot seal. I think that's another biome. So that's awesome. We did find another biome. That's probably it. I imagine that's the last biome. Just because we've kind of uncovered a huge area of the map already, and nothing else. What? Mailbox? Is that supposed to be the hermit? Where's the hermit? The hermit isn't there. Let's keep going down. This vacuum will just be our carbon dioxide sink because we're really building up a lot of it over here. Actually, it might be smart if I connect down through here because this carbon dioxide is piling up in this tunnel. And that should allow it to pass. Yeah, and this is a vacuum, right? So the carbon dioxide, yeah, okay, this is the hermit. I don't know why this shipping container didn't load. I think we just saw the mailbox for there for a second. Was that a bug? We don't know what, oh, this is the anti-entropy thermodelifier. Okay, so if we need to keep it cold, we can use that, but I actually don't know if it cools it lower than 10 degrees Celsius. It might just cool it to 10. So maybe it wouldn't be so helpful, but this looks like a lot of trees. Shine bug is cold. That's the first shine bugs I've seen. So maybe like we can use these up here somehow and create an auto farm with stuff from those. It's a bit far from everything, but I suppose that's okay. Let's get another research focus started. I'm kind of slacking on that. Maybe we might want some like plumbing and stuff because and insulated pipes because everything's gonna be so cold. Because we might want to like pump the ethanol and stuff. I don't know if we want to be manually doing the ethanol forever. Oh, that's cool. So we carved it. Can you just move this into the base and make everything look nice? Just move it here, perhaps. I don't know if that does anything. Does this count as like a decoration object? 10. Would that count towards a great hall? Maybe. I don't know if that would count towards a great hall, but that's, so is that just a free light source? So those would be nice for growing, what do you call it? Bristle blossoms. We don't have to pay anything to keep them lit. Though a light is hardly any power, so it doesn't really matter, but free is free. Got these guys up here, got those guys down there. I don't know where our food's coming from, but we seem to have some steady influx of food. We got slime lung down here. Fun. I've always been unnecessarily worried about cracking into the slime lung. I know it doesn't do much to you. It's pretty much safe. Just put a couple air deodorizers in front of whatever area is releasing the slime lung gas, and will just die off naturally inside your base, but it feels not great releasing it onto the dupes. That's new, it's new, it's new. We haven't seen hydrogen gas yet. That's crazy. Is this a new biome again, or is this more of the same? That's been uncovered for a while, actually. I just haven't seen it. Okay. Very nice. It definitely feels barren. We finally saw some slime, but this starter biome and the surrounding mammoth biome, there's a lot of the same stuff going on here. Which is fine, I guess. Okay, so this planet does have crashing meteors and stuff. That's good to know. We're not shower free. Oh, and you're growing. Oh, I broke the tree. No. Wow. Is that what it meant by produces light? Yes, that is what it means. That's cool. So is that that flower little thing is gonna grow or something? Or is that the most it grows? It says it's producing, so maybe that's it has other branches, so maybe it grows more of those or something as time goes on. It's good that we uncovered those so that we can start the growing process of everything. So we almost cracked this open, allowing our carbon dioxide to flow better. And now we did, so we should start seeing the oxygen pile in. Though we are beginning to run out of oxygen a little bit, so maybe I should open this up here. It might be good for us to get some more oxalate flowing. And this is a huge amount of, that's an insane amount of oxalate, so that'll probably permeate the base well. I would imagine. But I do want to get another beefalo. I do want to get another mammoth going, more hydrogen down here going inside of our farm. And I'm a little, I don't know why it doesn't say, oh, it does say reproduction now. Did it not say it before, or did it say it before? I don't know. Why are you glum? Maybe I need to up the grooming station. I would like these guys to produce more stuff. We now should have our textile loom, which needs refined metal. Okay. And I know the mercury is refined metal, but we're not going to do that. So, do we have anything? No, it looks like a dill flower is the only thing. We'll plant one, why not? We want to create a textile loom as soon as possible, meaning we need some refined metal. Oh, we'll happily take some food. Though I'm almost inclined to take another digger. It's fine, we'll take the food for now. And I think that's cute. What's the decor looking like over here? That's not the decor one. That's the decor one. Not too bad. There's too much items on the floor. Too many items on the floor. Yeah, this is more than enough plume squash for these guys, actually, so we can probably put a couple more in here and not have any issues with food generation. So maybe focus on that. I don't know if it's super important that we're going down here at this point into the hermit's biome. Maybe it's more important that we go and work with these spigot seals up here. It would be a little unfortunate if there was just one, I'm not gonna lie. We already kind of got unlucky with finding that biome so far away. I hope there's a second. Because maybe, I don't know. We probably want to ranch the seals, but we want to grow the trees naturally, maybe? Because I just don't know if feeding them snow is renewable. I don't know if we can have... Oh, that's the egg! Oh my god! It's so big. So it's literally the same size as the lumicores. I was right to confuse them. They're similar looking things. Oh, that's funny. Okay. But we got access to another mammoth up here, I think. So let's go ahead and wrangle this guy. And we'll get the process started of moving him down to our farm. Eventually we're going to have 6 of these guys, which probably means we'll need more plume squash than is here. And if there's extra plume squash, that's fine, because we should just be able to harvest that and eat it, which is okay too. It's okay by me. So maybe I can cancel this here and focus on getting the spigot seals at the top running and see what's in here. It's like, let's crack this open as well. Yeah. Let's crack that open and uncover the rest of this. I don't know. Oh, maybe it does go more to the right than I was expecting. Yeah, see, I'm really not used to this giant asteroid. I'm very used to the smaller asteroid because, what do you call it? Spaced Out has very small asteroids. And this is huge. So I guess this is not as big of a distance as I'm making it out to be. This is pretty close. Pretty close to the top of the asteroid, surprisingly. Yeah, so let's get into this area here. Still looks like we might just have one, but this probably extends more to the right than I'm making it out to be, so we'll have more access to spigot seals in the future. Should be good, and we got our third mammoth as well, which is awesome. So I think we're in a pretty good place. Our pike apples are kicking in for real. The floxes are probably going to start eating them more, but it looks like we have plenty of food. Oxygen is a little bit low. We cracked open the supply here, so it should be repressurizing everything. This carbon dioxide might create a bit of a lock for us, so let's dig out some of this just so we can escape down into the depths of our anthill. And I think we're pretty good, so I think I'll probably call it there for today. We got some good exploration done, if nothing else. This looks promising. I think the DLC definitely looks promising. I like that there seems to be some sort of synergy happening between the different creatures, where the mammoths produce phosphorite for the floxes' pike apples that they eat, and the ethanol required for the plume squash is created by the spigot seals up here. Right? Yeah. And maybe you can just like naturally, oh yeah, they do make more. You can just naturally do the thing with the bonbon tree and not worry about feeding it, just do it natural, wild rather. And it kind of comes full circle, I guess, kinda. It trickles down and you can just farm all three of them, starting with the spigot seals. That's a cool synergy. And I also like how there's an incentive to keep things cold as opposed to warm them up and live with the cold, and I think that's a cool... Oh yeah, we need oxygen. Oof. Maybe there's a bit of a problem. Well, I'll deal with that next time, but it's definitely not fatal. There's a ton of oxygen up here, and in coming out from up here, I'll just create like a little pathway to let it into our base easier. But actually, let me just get this started so I don't forget. Okay, and with that, I'll definitely remember. So, yeah. Yeah, it's promising. I think that maybe if they added like, I don't know, a little bit more in the research tree, then it would be a pretty cool thing. It seems cool. I think they should add some more, but I like this is a good start. The main thing is I think they should add more to the research tree, because I was only able to find a few entries of new items here and there inside the research tree. And I'd really like there to be more machines, maybe like different types of geysers that you can find, or something else. I think I got a little bit unlucky with my biomes, because there's just this huge mammoth biome surrounding my huge flox biome. And I only barely found the spigot seals in the top right corner. So maybe I was a little unlucky on that part, but yeah, it's a promising start. So I'm gonna keep going with this, maybe for like another couple episodes, few episodes, make it to the bottom of the planet just to see what's there, and finalize this synergy we got going that I just mentioned between the different wildlives. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and stick around for the next one. If you did, I'll see you around.